Hi everyone, Maria is here and welcome to my travel channel, Maria with Roaming. And today I want to say you hello from Nuwara Eliya. Nuwara Eliya is also called by the locals a Little England, and we just heard that it is cool. And to be honest, the weather is very pleasant and nice. We're not sweating anymore. We're very happy to be here, and we're going to discover what else besides the nice and pleasant weather Nuwara Eliya has to offer us.
First thing we decided to do is to walk around the city center and see how is the everyday life going in Nuwara Eliya. The main two differences we have noticed is that here is less crowded and people are dressed better because it is colder than anywhere else in Sri Lanka. Our next destination was the tea factory located just outside Nuwara Eliya, where we managed to create a whole video about the tea making process. The video is already on my YouTube channel and you can go and check it out.
Nuwara Eliya, best weather.
Our next stop on our Nuwara Eliya trip was to hike all the way up to the viewpoint of that waterfall.
Hi guys, we have just reached Rambada Falls, the highest point view. I believe, is it the highest?
The highest point view of this falls
spot.
for sure, yes.
We're sweating because it took us like 20 minutes just going up the stairs. Nuwara Eliya is not as cold as everyone says. That's not true. It's fucking hot. Especially if you go up the stairs for 20 minutes, you start sweating like crazy. And as we expected, chill weather. Both of us are wearing pants and I'm wearing long sleeve and I am totally sticky right now. It's disgusting. Either way, I know it's totally worth it. The entrance was 200 rupees as usually the foreigners have to pay. Really amazing view. It's just so beautiful, the sound of the water, everything green around, so quiet, so peaceful, just amazing.
this short hike and amazing waterfall, we have finished our first day in Nuwara.
Good morning, everyone. We are starting our second day in Nuwara. So far, we are truly impressed of everything that we can see around. There are so many flowers, such a green nature. We had a beautiful experience yesterday in the tea factory, as well as visiting the waterfalls. And for today, we still have some landmarks to see. Even though we haven't found very specific videos about what to do in Nuwara, and we haven't heard that many things about Nuwara, is an absolutely beautiful place with things to do around, and honestly we are just so happy to be here, and the weather today is even cooler, which is better. Nuwara is a quite big city, that's why we have been using the buses to get everywhere around, and this is another trick that you should remember in your travels, especially if you're on a budget. Use the public transportation. There is always public transportation, at least here in Sri Lanka. It is well organized. Yes, sometimes you have to wait for it longer, sometimes you take 10 or 15 minutes to wait for it, but the prices are not as high as, for example, a tuk-tuk, or if you prefer to rent your personal car, it will be way more expensive. Literally, like one ride by bus costs us around 100 rupees, 150 rupees, which is literally like 30-50 cents. So it's a very economical way to travel by the public transportation.
Nuwara for me also seems as one of the most colorful cities in Sri Lanka due to all the diversity of flowers that you can spot around. Here we are at our next destination to Sri Ramajam Temple, a Hindu temple located on the other side of Nuwara. This temple is totally amazing. It got so many statues of different sizes, especially on the outside part. While heading to our next destination, we have noticed lots of people working on their land, people selling fruit on the side of the street, and as well many cows just walking along the streets.
Welcome to Gregory Lake. This is a big lake located right in the middle of Nuwara. On both banks of the lake you can notice these beautiful cottages. Some of them are private, some of them are hotels. Also here you can take a stroll around the lake or enjoy a nice boat ride. To know about Nuwara, there are way too many cows and I'm afraid of them. There are cows everywhere, on the sidewalk, in the middle of the street. Look at that. I understand that this is a saint animal here, but I don't really feel comfortable with that.
This lake seems like a lovely escape of the whole city. You can walk around, cross over the bridges, admire all the flowers and crops you can spot. And there are so many people just doing the same thing, taking a nice, lovely stroll around.
Look at this amazing, pretty hotel. It is so old. It's literally over 100 years.
Here we are at our next and last destination in Nuwara Eliya, but first thing we had to get the coconut and then to walk around in order to see the main attractions of Nuwara Eliya, which are the old cottages.
Alright, so one of the main attractions of Nuwara Eliya and also iconic thing here in the city are the cottages. As you can see, this one right behind me, right in front of me, over there on the hill, as well as on the banks of the lake. There are lots of cottages, and wherever you Google Nuwara Eliya, this is one of the main things that you're gonna see, and that's why Nuwara Eliya is also considered the Little England, because I haven't been in England, but I believe there is the reason behind it, that England has a lot of cottages, just very similar to the cottages that you can find only in Nuwara Eliya. They're beautiful, they're big, they have a special architecture that you're not going to see in any other part of the island, and most of them, they have a really pretty color also.
As the cottages are private property, most of them have the gates closed, but this is the only one that we managed to find with open gates and get close up in order to record all this beautiful architecture and details of the building. Another famous thing to do in Nuwara Eliya is to watch the horse race. One of them was taking place exactly on the day when we were there, so we could see so many people gathering, getting ready for the race, horses walking around. Such a pleasant environment with the spirit of a real holiday in the city. Right after that, we headed to the train station to make it to the famous train of Ella, which will be our third time riding this train. And you can see everything about the ride in my old video about the famous train of Sri Lanka. Here is a small dedication for all the Petros watching this video. Cheers!
This is beautiful.
We are on our way to the train station to take the train to Ella, and it's a bit rainy, but it's very pleasant. It's so nice, and especially the view is just incredible.
As we were caught by the rain, the only thing that was left for us to do was to admire the mountain view and the plantations view. It was incredible.
On the train leaving to Ella the second time, and I want to say a big bye to Nuwara Eliya, and this city honestly gonna stay forever in my heart. And Nuwara Eliya is just so beautiful. There are so many landscapes that you're gonna be impressed with. There are also a lot of things to do around, and it's just so nice and pleasant to walk around the city and to feel this chilled weather. So we truly enjoyed Nuwara Eliya, and I will encourage everyone who comes to Sri Lanka to necessarily visit Nuwara Eliya. For right now, I just want to say thank you to each of you who is on this channel and who still watches these videos, and I hope that you enjoy our trip and adventures in Sri Lanka. Don't forget to put thumbs up if you have liked this video, and subscribe to this channel to not miss any other of our travel videos.